If you want to successfully break into IT, believe me, you have to have some solid non-negotiable.
What are your non-negotiables?
Well, the reason why I said that is because life is going to get in the way. Once you take on this new challenge, which is transition into IT, you're going to have a lot coming at you, all right? But you have to have some solid things that you put in place to actually keep you focused.
Boundaries.
For example, study time needs to be a non-negotiable. Sticking to a schedule needs to be a non-negotiable.
Having a timeline.
Let's talk about the importance of having a timeline when it comes to setting up certification, for example.
Yeah, that's a big one for me. I tend to see this in a way where we can either take 2 years to transition or we can do it in 9 months. That's real talk there. And I tell my students that to remind them that if they don't commit to a schedule, if they don't commit to doing things in the timeline that our program dictates, they're going to let this creep and take over many years of their lives. And that's how you end up getting discouraged and not even making it.
Yeah, it's like study time as well. Now, most people we serve are adults who have jobs
and kids.
Who have kids. So things are going to get in the way. And you still have to have non-negotiable about the time you put away to study.
Yep.
And that's why also you have to involve your spouse, involve your community, your family. Because even if it's snowing, remember in another video we talked about that. It was literally snowing one day and Paloma puts her boots on. I stay with Zoe and you literally walk to Panera and you go do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Because it is a non-negotiable that we both established.
Not only that, when your surroundings sees that you continue to show up for your own goals, they're going to do sacrifices to be able to support you. But if they see that your objective is just a wish and not something that you're actively pursuing every day, they're going to be like, it's snowing, I want to take a nap. No, You're not going to study.
And they're going to test you.
Yep.
They're going to tell you, hey, Jubee, I know you said you were going to study, but it's Friday now. We're going to the restaurant. Are you coming? The answer should be no. But if the first time the answer is yes, you go the first time. The second time you go, they're not going to take you seriously anymore.
Yeah. And by the way, I have to give credit to somebody on this. When I started to study, one of my mentors, it's called Abraham, he told me he hid his TV when he was going for certs. So this dude literally had his TV in his closet because he knew that if the TV was out, that Sunday session that he planned, like he would put in 5-6 hours, he said the TV would take over my life and I just wouldn't dedicate the amount of time it requires.
I remember an example too. My sister, when she was in college doing her master's, I came to visit her one day. She had a big flower pot on her stove. And that was her non-negotiable. For 3 months, she left the flower pot on the stove to remind her that there was no cooking happening in this house. Because that's what is necessary for her to have enough time to put in to actually pass this class. Because she was taking a hell ton of classes at a time. So you have to intentionally take those non-negotiables, understand what they are, and put them forth and stick to them. Yeah. Despite life happening, because things are going to happen, valid excuses are going to come up. You're going to still have to navigate and get to your goal despite that.
Yep. And I love saying this. It's not the same to miss, your daughter's play dates for 6 months than to miss them for 2 years. So the sooner you make this happen, the sooner you can get back to your own life.